it's your responsibility to call it out or know how to handle it. Because if you tolerate it, that means you're allowing this person to even to do that and do more of that. And even worse, sometimes if someone says, you look like you're overdoing with your dressing, this is someone maybe who is not used to someone who looks their best all the time, and they want to bring you down from the level that you're in. And I also want you to know one thing about life: no one that's above you will ever try to bring you down. Hello, welcome back to the world of MK. I am so happy that you're here with me today on another sit down video, and I'm so happy that you have made time just to watch this video. If you are watching me for the first time, kindly hit the subscribe button. If you are a regular subscriber, thank you so much for being here, and please hit the like button. In this sit down video, I would like to talk about how to be the woman that always gets what they want, how to ask for what you want, and how to get it. Well, first of all, this is the month of love. Let's just that. And this being the month of love, we have to make sure that whatever we are asking for, we are getting. And if we are not getting what we are asking for, that let's see what goes wrong and how. So do we know, or do you know what you always want, or exactly what you want, be it from you, be it from life, be it from friends, be it from partners, be it from colleagues, be it from family, be it from anything, be it from institutions, schools, church? Do you know what you want from these things? If you don't know, then this video is going to help us go about that. So without wasting any more time, let's get into the video and talk about the art of asking for what you want and what you get. So let's begin. I began by asking, do you even know what you want in the first place? So the first thing is always know what you want. You have to know what you want 100%. There's no two ways about this, and this requires you to go back to yourself, to search within and ask yourself, what do you want? If you are someone who wants, maybe for instance, to get back to church, apart and separate yourself from who you are going to church as maybe a person who was taken to church by family, or you just went to church because you found yourself there, and then you drifted like myself, and then you would want to go to church. What do you want from church? I ask myself, what do I want to go to church for? Is it the preachings? No, I don't enjoy that. Is it the music? Yes, I absolutely love music. I am this one person who could literally go to church, sing, and once I'm done singing, I just leave. That's one thing. Something else. Do you know what you want from your partner? Do you want a short-term relationship that's just about fun, or do you want a long-term relationship? Do you see these things clearly? I know for a fact that it's not always nice to have to tell someone what you want. You expect them to know, but don't always assume that everyone is a mind reader. Hello. Everyone is not always a mind reader, so always know what you want 100%. There's just no two ways about that. Number two is, when you figure out what you want or what you need, you can now ask for something from someone so that these needs or wants can be met or satisfied. For instance, a lot of times in this life, we do experience a lot of dissatisfaction because we say, someone did not do something for me, and yet maybe you did not communicate. You know, something in life, we blame everything and everyone else around us for the things that we are experiencing or the things that we are going through, but we forget to blame ourselves. Sometimes it's entirely our fault that whatever we're experiencing is happening to us, and you cannot blame anyone. As much as that's exactly what we do, it's not, sometimes you just need to ask yourself, what role did you play in whatever is happening to you? For instance, I saw a TikTok by my friend. She said that have you communicated to your partner what you want for Valentine's, or you are waiting, or we should wait to see a story time on the 15th of Feb? And I was like, this is so valid because um, it's natural to expect flowers, especially with someone you have been in a relationship with for a long time, or to expect a dinner date or just something special that makes you feel special, or gifts. But then again, we also know there are people who do not see this thing as such a valuable thing. They just think it's any other day, or they don't really value you as a person. And if you don't ask and see their answers and see their reactions, you won't really know the value you hold in their life. So communicate what you want. If it's not reciprocated, you know exactly how to handle it from there. In terms of communication, your communication has to be pretty smart. Like I said, in the previous video, in the previous sit down video, you have to be smart. The SMART is an abbreviation for specific, measurable, attainable, uh, relatable or relevant, and time bound. Like, if you ask for something that is pretty smart, then your needs should be able to be met. If not, you move on, girl. And do not be the person that throws hints. I am one person who will ignore hints on purpose, even if I can see them. Like, this is a hint. No, communicate effectively. We are grown, for crying out loud. Just say something. Say you like me. Stop trying to tell me, I think I. No, please don't. Yeah, just be the person that hits the nail on the head. On the head. Be bold. And now, being bold takes me to the next point in how you're supposed to communicate your ask or your want. So, we've often had the saying that says, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So, use a language that invites people to help you, or to do things for you, or to just want to be there for you. And there's a phrase I like to use whenever I want help from someone. I like to say, would you like to help me do something? For instance, normally I know I struggle to open the plastic water bottles, and when I'm with someone and I can see, or maybe they can help me, I like to ask them, would you like to help me open this bottle? They always say yes. Or, would you be willing to do blah blah blah? And it's much more inviting to receive help with such a statement, rather than saying, can you open it for me, this? At a feel, someone feels like you're trying to command them, or you're demanding. Like, sometimes it's how you say it. You need to be bold and direct, but don't be aggressive. Also, don't be passive aggressive. Don't throw hints. Nini, nini. And I'm gonna add this: by asking for what we really want in a healthy way, we are, no, let me take this back again. By not asking for what we really want in a healthy way, we are quietly asking for our needs not to be met or to be misinterpreted. So, if you go around a point, or if you go around the corners to ask for one thing, or kind of ask for something, you're asking this person or whatever you're dealing with to misinterpret you, and you cannot blame anyone else for that, because they will turn around and say, you didn't tell me, or you didn't say it clearly, I didn't know this is what you wanted, you should have just said. I mean, what do you have to lose when you just ask? I just want all of us to be asking ourselves that question. Like, what do I have to lose when I just ask? Imagine what the world would be if everybody just asked for what they wanted, rather than just assumed that people knew. Your boss would not know that maybe you need a raise, your boyfriend will not know that maybe you need more attention, or I don't know, the relationships in your lives. You need to communicate. Your parent does not know. Sometimes you need some more lotion. You have to just go and tell, "Hey, mom, I need some lotion. Mine is finished," and they will get you, or they will tell you how to get it. They're not mind readers. They're not angels. So as you handle these three steps, I need you to be asking yourself whenever you're facing a predicament on what you want. Just ask yourself, what is it that I really desire? I know the fans of Lucifer here are like, yeah, yeah, if you watched Lucifer the show, he always asks people, what is it that you really desire? And people always open up. I know it's a show, but if you really know what you want, you will figure out how to ask for it, who to ask for it from, and that way you will see, you know if you're gonna get it or not. That's just about it when it comes to asking. And then there's some things that you also do not ask for, but uh, actually you do ask for them. For instance, boundaries. Boundaries are things that you set, and you're asking for the people around you to respect those boundaries. You have to be clear about the things that you cannot tolerate. One thing about human nature, we are always going to try and overstep boundaries. We are always going to try and push limits. So you have to be clear on what you cannot tolerate. Because one thing that's for sure, anything that you can tolerate means you're allowing other people to treat you in that manner. When you get into a relationship, you you normally start with a talking stage, see what this person is about, how they talk to other people, how they treat themselves, and all those things. And earlier on, they start throwing maybe subliminal comments about maybe your your dressing, how you carry yourself, how you look. And some of them may be good, some of them may be bad. It's your responsibility to call them out on it immediately. Sometimes it may not be immediately, because at times some of us take longer to process things that have just happened or things that have been said, and you remember later. Whichever the time, it's your responsibility to call it out or know how to handle it. Because if you tolerate it, that means you're allowing this person to even to do that and do more of that. And even worse, sometimes if someone says, "You look like you're overdoing with your dressing," this is someone maybe who is not used to someone who looks their best all the time, and they want to bring you down from the level that you're in. And I also want you to know one thing about life: no one that's above you will ever try to bring you down. Only insecure people will try to bring you down, even if they're above you, maybe financially or maybe, I don't know. But if they can sense your potential is much, much greater, they will always try to bring you down. And someone who is actually secure in who they are, in what they do, they will try to uplift you, because they know you're not coming to compete, you're not coming to take up space from them or things from them. The thing is, there's space for everyone. There's just things for the space for all of us to exist and excel. One thing when it comes to asking for what you want, you need to ditch the martyrdom. You need to ditch the humility. You need to ditch the saviorism. Learn to put your needs first, because even the people that are asking for things from you, they're putting their needs above yours. So if you show them you can also put your own needs, I mean their needs above your own, they will take it and run with it. And you can't allow that. And this is especially to us ladies. We know, especially firstborns, and not entirely, there are those that are not firstborns but have been in an environment where they've been trained to put their other people's needs above there's you need to kangumu kangumu and do not allow yourself to be overstepped. So the thing is, people are always going to have needs and requests from you. You also need to know when it's not working for you, or when you're unable to meet those needs. Learn to say no. Just learn to say no. I cannot do it. And if you can offer solutions, well and good. If not, just say no and move on. And I know a lot of times we are told that uh, you shouldn't say no to maybe people that are older than you, your parents, your everything. But if it's not working, and sometimes if it's harmful to you, you need to just say no. No is the key word here. Learn how to say it. You cannot save everyone. You cannot save the world. So now that I've talked about saying no, learn to not over analyze or misinterpret a no. A no just means no. When you ask for something from people, it's not a guarantee that you're always going to get it. Someone will tell you no. If you ask maybe for money to go out to party from maybe your boyfriend or maybe your parent, and they say no, you cannot be mad at them. You need to find some other way to figure that out. And it does not mean that they hate you or they do not want you to enjoy yourself. Sometimes that happens, but do not misinterpret things. Maybe at that time they didn't actually have the money, because one thing we need to realize, we're not the only ones with problems, we're not the only ones with issues. Other people have their own issues and they also need someone to show up for them. So when you get a no, take the L and leave. Yeah. And sometimes when you ask for what you want and you don't get, for example, it's always very important to be clear in what you want when it comes to romantic relationships with partners. And if you are this girl that says, I like going on dates maybe every 2 weeks or every month or every week. I like receiving flowers, and whoever you're talking to is not able or is not willing to do these things, don't take it personally. They just can't. Move on. Just figure out what you need to do for yourself. And I will cycle back to what I said in the beginning. You have to know yourself. You have to know what you want. Try as much as you can to be able to give yourself the things that you would want, so that when you meet someone and they cannot do these things for you, you can do it for yourself. And you don't need to stick there and feel mad, disrespected, abandoned, and blah blah blah. Just know what you want for yourself, ask for it, and get it. And if you don't get it, you move. Peace. Thank you so much for watching this video up to the end. I am so happy that you guys have sat with me to the end. I have enjoyed making this video, and I am so happy that this is the month of love. We can express our love our loves in different ways. We have sisters that we love, we have brothers that we love, we have parents we love, we have kids that we love, we have friends. I said friends, right? Yeah, the people around you, yourself. Do not forget yourself. Being single is not an excuse to not experience love. Be love itself, so that you can just give it and receive. Embody love. So I appreciate you for subscribing, for liking the video, for leaving a comment, and I'll see you in the next one.